For the development in the corporate segment, we have shares of Murugappa Group firm Colamandalam Investment and Finance Company surged nearly 9% on May 4 after the company reported higher than expected earnings. The strong growth in dispersals and collections contributed greatly to this success. The firm reported a 24% increase in standalone net profit, amounting to 853 rupees crore, during the March quarter, compared to 690 rupees crore a year ago. The total standalone revenue from operations witnessed a year-on-year growth of 43%, reaching 3,701 rupees crore, compared to 2,580 rupees crore. Shares of Tata Power Company dropped about 1% in the morning trade on May 4 ahead of the energy company's Q4 results. Investors fear the Tata Group company's earnings, expected later in the day, will be marred by losses at its Mundra plant, which was reflected in the negative sentiment. Analysts pointed out that a better contribution from the renewable segment will support the energy company's earnings. Tata Power has a generation capacity of 14,076 MW, of which 37% comes from clean energy sources. Contrary to Street's expectation of HDFC's merged entity commanding double the current weight in MSCI, the index provider tweaked the adjustment factor on May 5, indicating the weight will remain more or less the same. Both HDFC and HDFC Bank shares opened over 4% lower on May 5 after the MSCI tweak. At 9:20 am, HDFC was quoting at 2,745 rupees on the NSE, down 4.09% from the previous close, and HDFC Bank shares were down 4.07% at 1,657.50 rupees. SpiceJet's Dublin-based lessor Aircastle has moved an insolvency petition with the NCLT over unpaid lease rentals for 4B 737-800S aircraft. This comes even as the Ajay Singh-owned no-frills carrier converted its debt into equity. Carlyle Aviation now holds a 7.5% stake in the airline after converting $100 million of outstanding dues into equity. Blue Star Q4 net profit grew threefold to 225.29 rupees crore for the quarter ended March 2023 when compared with 76.27 rupees crore in the quarter ended March 2022. Total income rose 16.3% year-on-year to 2,630.48 rupees crore. Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone on Thursday announced the sale of the controversial Myanmar port for a total consideration of $30 million, which is $120 million less than its last known investment value in the port. Rain Engine has moved up by 42.22% this week with a change of 92.8 points. It has traded with a net volume of 917,000 shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 312.6 against the previous closing price of 219.8. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 222.9, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 312.6 points this week. Rail Vikas Nigam moved up by 31.71% this week with a change of 34.1 points. It has traded with a net volume of 432 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 141.65, against the previous closing price of 107.5. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 81.9, which is a good indication for the stock. Take Solutions moved up by 22.86% this week with a change of 3.86 points. It has traded with a net volume of 3.8 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 19.35 against the previous closing price of 15.75. The stock has made the highest move to 19.8 points this week. The Nifty closed more than 1% lower on May 5 as heavyweight HDFC Twins took a big knock amid fears of fund outflow post-merger. After opening more than 100 points lower, the index remained under pressure throughout the session. It closed 187 points, or 1.02%, lower at 18,069 and formed a bearish candlestick with long upper shadow on the daily charts, indicating selling pressure at higher levels. For the week, the index ended just 4 points higher after May 5 losses erased all the gains but still managed the best closing of the year so far. forming a shooting star pattern on the weekly scale. A shooting star pattern is formed when the index comes under selling pressure as traders start booking profits at higher levels. The psychologically vital level of 18,000 is expected to be the support on the downside, while 18,200 to 18,250 will be the hurdle on the higher side. The Bank Nifty opened 600 points lower due to a sharp sell-off in some stocks and remained highly volatile. For the week, the index was down 573 points and formed a bearish candle on the weekly scale. The Bank Nifty has to hold above 42,750 to move towards 43,000 and then 43,333. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via a call, WhatsApp, or email. Thank you for listening the video to the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe the video for the latest updates in the market.